In today's world, everything is constantly evolving, but some truths remain unchanged. One of them is this: a man must be capable of handling himself in any situation. There are certain skills that every man must master, regardless of the era he lives in. Some may perceive this message as promoting toxic masculinity, which is understandable in a time when many men have been misled into believing that men and women are the same in every aspect. However, this isn't about dominance, it's about strength, responsibility, and self-respect. In this video, we'll explore 6 essential skills that every man must master to navigate life successfully. 1. Knowing how to fight. It doesn't matter if you're a businessman, doctor, or comedian. If you don't know how to fight, you're lacking a key aspect of masculinity. While reckless brawling should always be avoided, basic self-defense is a necessity. Imagine walking down the street with your wife when a stranger disrespects her in a blatant and offensive way. What would you do? Calling the police isn't an immediate option, and ignoring it would cost you both your self-respect and your woman's trust. No one should be able to harm or disrespect those you love without consequences. Shockingly, many modern men would freeze, rationalizing inaction instead of standing up for what's right. As a man, one of your fundamental duties is to protect those who rely on you. Avoiding unnecessary fights is wise, but if conflict is unavoidable, you need to know how to defend yourself. A well-placed punch, delivered with skill and precision, can end an altercation quickly. However, if executed incorrectly, you may do more harm to yourself than your opponent. That's why you must learn how to fight properly, don't just assume you can. 2. The ability to diffuse conflict. This skill goes hand in hand with knowing how to fight. True strength isn't about always resorting to violence, it's about knowing when and how to avoid it. A real man masters the art of de-escalation, using diplomacy, confidence, and assertiveness to prevent unnecessary confrontations. Think of an alpha male in the animal kingdom. When he enters the scene, the others naturally fall in line, not because he is aggressive, but because of the respect he commands. The ability to diffuse conflict is the mark of a true leader. And paradoxically, it's most effective when wielded by someone who knows how to be dangerous but chooses not to be. That's why fighting skill and conflict resolution must go together. 3. Having a strong presence. Ever noticed how some men walk into a room and instantly command respect without even speaking? That's not luck or magic. It's a skill developed through discipline, self-respect, and confidence. A strong presence is the result of many small but intentional habits. It means having a firm handshake, making eye contact when you speak, and walking with your chest held high. When you acknowledge another man, do so with a nod, not as a challenge. A strong presence is the result of many small but intentional habits. It means having a firm handshake, making eye contact when you speak, and walking with your chest held high. When you acknowledge another man, do so with a nod, not as a challenge, but as a mark of mutual respect. Charisma isn't something you're born with, it's a learned behavior, much like developing a new language or mastering a craft. However, it must be genuine. Many men try to fake confidence, gripping hands too tightly or staring people down in an attempt to appear dominant. But people can always spot a pretender. The best way to develop true presence? Surround yourself with strong men. Observe how they carry themselves, how they interact with others, and how they handle pressure. Whether it's your father, a mentor, or members of a fighting club, learn from those who embody strength and self-assurance. True warriors are often the calmest and most respectful men in the room, yet their presence alone commands respect. 4. Deep critical thinking. The ability to think critically about a wide range of topics will enhance your conversations, improve your decision-making, and elevate your overall quality of life. The first step to developing critical thinking is to challenge your own beliefs. As I always say on this channel, don't believe everything you're told, but also don't believe everything you think you know. True critical thinking requires setting aside personal biases and considering multiple perspectives. Just because you've always done something a certain way doesn't mean it's the best way. Question your assumptions, analyze different viewpoints, and assess the validity of opposing arguments. You might be surprised by what you learn when you open your mind to new information. 5. Being good with money. One of the biggest failings of traditional education is the lack of financial literacy. Schools, universities, and colleges rarely teach the fundamentals of money management, leaving many men unprepared to handle their finances effectively. Most people are conditioned to believe that earning a salary from a job is the only path in life. But when you shift your financial mindset, you unlock new opportunities for wealth and freedom. A great starting point is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, a book that has helped millions of people see money from a different perspective. The sooner you start learning about personal finance, the better. Understanding how to manage money wisely is one of the most important life skills you can develop. 6. Learning to manage stress. Your ability to handle stress directly affects your success in life. A man who panics under pressure will never outperform one who remains calm and rational in difficult situations. Stress is inevitable, but how you respond to it determines your strength and resilience. One of the biggest sources of stress is procrastination. If you constantly feel rushed or overwhelmed, chances are you're delaying important tasks until the last minute. Take control by writing down everything you need to accomplish along with their deadlines. Simply organizing your thoughts on paper can help clear your mind and reduce stress. Once you have a list, prioritize your tasks. Focus on completing one important task at a time before moving on to the next. By managing your workload proactively instead of reacting in panic mode, you'll gain confidence and control over your life. Both men and women should strive to become stronger, but society is often more forgiving of women who struggle with pressure. Men, on the other hand, carry the burden of performance. If you want to succeed, you must learn to handle pressure without complaining, because no one is coming to save you. This channel is here to help you grow stronger in every area of life. If you're ready to level up, show some love by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time.